Hey everyone, Vipin here. In today's session, we are going to cover another new function released by the Fusion team, and that is nothing but day of week function. Now, what is day of week function? It basically returns a day of the week as a number between 1 and 7. Okay, so let's say today is Tuesday. So the day of the week will give you 3 as output. Okay, the function will give you 3 as output. And if it's tomorrow, let's say it's tomorrow, right? If you give the date as tomorrow, then the output will be 4, right? So this is it. So if it is Sunday, then the output will be 1. If it is Monday, then the output will be 2. If it is Tuesday, the output will be 3, and so on and so forth. The first day of the week is going to be 1. The last day of the week is a Saturday. That's going to be 7. Okay, so this is the syntax of it. Day of week is the name of the function, and then you need to give the date as the first parameter, and that's the only parameter that we have. Okay, so here we have given now we'll give you the current date and time. Okay, now if today is Friday, and if you give it like this, day of week now return 6. Okay, so we all know today is Tuesday, so the day of the week will be what? It will be 3, right? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, perfect. Now, when do we use this particular function? Right, let's discuss a real life situation where we might use this function. So let's say your marketing team does not want to launch campaigns on weekends, right? So we can use this function to write this logic. If the result is 1 or 7, do not launch the campaign, okay? Else launch the campaign, right? So you'll use this function to check whether the day of the week is 1 or 7. If that is the case, you will not launch the campaign. Else you will go ahead and launch the campaign. You can write this kind of scenario. You can write this kind of logic in your scenario, and that should do the trick. So let's see that in action. So we are in Fusion now. Let's try to add a module. Right click, choose module, tools. Let's say set variables, set multiple variables, var day of week, right? And let's try to write the function here, day of week. Let's say now, we can just say now here, now. Okay, that will give you the current date and time. Okay, and then let's try to click add here. Let's click on OK here. Let's try to run this module. Okay, so what do you think the output would be? Today is Tuesday, so the output should be 3. Okay, here we go. The output is 3. Now let's try to configure that particular logic that we were discussing. So if it is a weekend, we don't want the campaign to be launched. Okay, if it is a weekday, we want the campaigns to be launched, right? How do you write that condition? You can write a switch statement, switch. Okay, by the way, we have covered switch in another training video. Please watch that if you're not sure about this. Okay, so switch, you have to give the first parameter here, and this is the first parameter. And if the output is 1, then don't launch campaign, right? Because we don't want to launch campaign on a Sunday, right? Don't launch campaign. Okay, if the output is 7, that is Saturday, don't launch campaign. Okay, campaign. Now, for all the other cases, launch campaign, right? So you can write these kind of logic here, and yeah, let's try to test it out first of all and see whether it's working or not. So basically, what does it do? It checks whether the day of the week is a Sunday or a Saturday. If that is the case, then don't launch the campaign. Otherwise, we'll just set a flag of launch campaign, right? And you can use this flag in your scenario to run your workflow. Okay, let's click on save here. Let's click on OK there. Let's try to run this module only. Okay, let's see what is the output. Launch campaign. Today is not a Saturday or a Sunday, right? So that's why it says launch campaign, and you can use this flag to trigger a workflow. Okay, That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day.